watching Seahawks Today by Chat Sports. Tyler Jones here. Thanks for joining us. And it is another big week in the National Football League as your Seattle Seahawks, now with the losing streak over, look to carry the momentum down to Broadway to one of the best cities in the country, Nashville, Tennessee, to take on the Tennessee Titans. Seattle at 7-7. The Titans, it hasn't been their year. 5-9, but they got some players still with something to prove. This is still a game that definitely should not be taken lightly. We'll tell you everything you need to know about this matchup. We'll go over the injury report, keys to victory, prediction, all of that more coming up in just a matter of moments. Before we do that, we have a sub-battle this week between Seahawks Today and Titans Today. Jace Andrews, hold things down on that channel. He's a newer guy. And I am happy to report we are winning this sub-battle. But there is still work to be done. We need to run up the score on those fools. Jace Andrews, he's a new guy around here. I want to make sure that we put him in his place and put the Titans in their place. That's not a real fan base. What the hell is a Titan? I mean, they should still be the Oilers, for crying out loud. Subscribe now. Let's win the sub-battle. Let's win not just on the football field, but off the football field as well here on Seahawks Today. Let's begin with the playoff picture in the NFC. Here is where the Seahawks stack up heading into the weekend. A 7-7 record has them tied for the 6th seed. Unfortunately, they are not on the better end of said tiebreakers, with the Vikings and Rams getting those spots. Also, the Saints holding on to those other spots as well. The Niners already have the division locked up. They're trying to chase down home field. The Cowboys, Lions, and Bucks hold the other divisional spots, and the Eagles, seems like whoever does not win the NFC East is going to be that 5 seed there between Dallas and Philly. The injury report for Seattle, it includes Geno Smith with that knee injury, full go in practice on Wednesday, but we'll see exactly how he feels with that groin. He's questionable for now, but on track at least anyway to make that return to be able to play this week. Dee Eskridge with the rib injury that's been a problem for a few weeks now. Devon Witherspoon with that hip injury he suffered against San Francisco. Seahawks did pretty well without him, actually, against Philly. And then Jamal Adams with the knee or whatever it is. Some people don't think that he's actually hurt, that he was a healthy scratch last week, but nonetheless, he is at least listed on the injury report anyways. The Titans, a little more banged up than Seattle is, with some notable names like Jeffery Simmons on that list. He's questionable with a knee injury. And their quarterback, Will Levis, who has taken over for this Tennessee Titans team for Ryan Tannehill about halfway through the season. He's got an ankle injury. His status is up in the air. Sean Murphy-Bunting also on that list as well with a hip injury. He is questionable. Now, for the Seattle team, this injury situation is manageable. They should be able to win these this week with or without these guys, whether they play or not. We saw Seattle pull it off against a much better Philadelphia team than this Tennessee team is. But it doesn't mean you should overlook Tennessee and they should be taken lightly. So even with that said, injuries are not an excuse for losing this football game. Simple as that. Later on, I am going to give you my prediction for this matchup, and I want to hear from you guys. Who wins? What's the final score going to be? Weigh in that comment section. Let me know how you think it plays out. Today's show is sponsored by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is the place to go for daily fantasy made easy. Here's how it works. You choose 2 or more players on any given category, get the choice of more or less, whether you are talking passing yards, fantasy points, completions, rushing yards, and more. And you can mix up different sports. I'm going with a little NFL college football combo this week. I'm going more on a couple of our Washington Huskies with Michael Penix and Rome himself, Romeo Oduze. And then I got Russell Wilson, our old friend. I got him less than 202.5 passing yards this week. Play along with us on Prize Picks. With my entry there, with Michael Penix, Romeo Duze, and Russell Wilson, if I hit all three of those, I'm turning $20 into $100 on Prize Picks. And we're offering you a $100 deposit match on your first entry as well. The link is in the comments and description of today's video. PrizePicks.com/CLNS. Promo code CLNS to play along today. Prize Picks, proud partner of Seahawks Today. Now, our keys to victory for Seattle. What's it going to take to beat this Tennessee team? Number one, do not play from behind. I have seen this way too many times with the Seahawks team throughout the season where they dig themselves into a hole and all of a sudden it's too big that the Seahawks can't overcome it and they find themselves just playing from behind, and that changes your game plan because you have to pass the football more, you can't run it as much and all that. Just need to start off on a good note. I'm not even saying that you have to, be up 2 scores or whatever early in this game. Just don't find yourself too far behind when this game gets going. Think about this with Tennessee, too. Since 2022, they are winless, 0-11, when trailing at the end of the third quarter. That's worst in the entire NFL, okay? So, statistically, if you are leading by the third quarter, you're going to win this game. Pretty simple. So, Seahawks take care of business there. Number 2, feed Kenneth Walker. I loved what I saw from Kenneth Walker last week against the Philadelphia Eagles. And it's twofold, right? It's the offensive line doing their job, but also Kenneth Walker taking advantage of those opportunities in front of him. Last week was a perfect example of how the Seahawks are at their best when Kenneth Walker is involved, when he's playing at a high level. I mean, you look at the numbers. There's a correlation between the games Kenneth Walker plays well and the games the Seahawks win. It's not a coincidence between the two. And, I mean, think about this. This season, when the Seahawks have rushed for over 100 yards, okay, it's happened 6 times. And just team rushing, not just even Kenneth Walker, just as a whole, 100 total rushing yards. They've won every game. Best in the NFL this season. You run the football well, you win the game. Simple as that. Use Kenneth Walker. He's your best back. Let him go. Let him have a big day. You're going to be in good shape. Who's the player that needs to step up? I've mentioned Kenneth Walker here. What do you guys think? Weigh in that comment section. Give me a name that comes to mind of a player that you think needs to have a big day for your Seattle Seahawks. A reminder, join us coming up on Sunday, bright and early, for our Seahawks-Titans watch party, as we'll be live here on the channel. Our coverage will begin around 9 a.m. on the West Coast. Kickoff at 10. You will not want to miss it. Me and Smitty are going to be here. We'll celebrate Christmas accordingly. Start off your Christmas Eve with us. No better way to celebrate the Christmas holiday than spreading a little holiday cheer in a Seahawks win with one another right here on Seahawks Today. We'll see you then coming up on Sunday. Number 3, let's talk defense now. Derk Henry. I like Derk Henry a lot. I'm not going to lie. I have been a fan of Derk Henry since his days with the Alabama Crimson Tide. This guy is just built different. And when you look at this Tennessee Titans team, with what they've done, okay, they have built this entire offense around Derk Henry. They are only successful. The only time this offense works is if Derk Henry plays well. What the Seahawks have to do is they have to make this Tennessee team one-dimensional. Take away Derk Henry, and whether it's Will Levis getting the start or one of these other bum quarterbacks there in Tennessee, I'll take my chances. To beat me with your passing game? Yeah, right. That's not going to happen. Derk Henry's only averaging about 3.8 yards per carry. That's one of the lowest, if not the very lowest of his entire career. That's what I'm doing. Shut down Derk Henry, and the Titans basically don't have a chance if you're able to take him away. Number 4 on our list, winning the turnover battle. Going to be very crucial for this Seahawks team to take care of business when it comes to both protecting the football, but also on the defensive side of things, of getting an extra possession or two potentially. There's no reason why the Texans should have extra chances to get the football and go score. Don't make this game any harder than yourselves. We've told you about how this is a game that there's no reason why the Seahawks should lose, that they should be able to take care of business, right? You do not want to do anything you can to leave that door open. Think back to Monday, right? Seahawks won the turnover margin in that game against Philly, 2-0, right? And it was, I find this no coincidence, folks, the first time in 5 games that the Seahawks won the turnover battle. Imagine that. What happened in that stretch? Oh, yeah, that's right. The Seahawks lost 4 in a row. Win the turnover battle, you win. But wait, there's more. I got more goodies for you. Some good old stocking stuffer stats, courtesy of Santa Jones. The Seahawks are 3-7 when having a turnover margin within 1 of opposing teams this season. So, simple as that, right? How about our guy Julian Love? I got to spotlight our guy Julian Love. Can't talk turnovers without mentioning Julian Love. He's my player to watch this week. Coming off a game where he had a season-high 2 interceptions, only allowed 2 catches. Wasn't just the interceptions, but also the passer rating. And his overall grade was great, too. Look out for Julian Love potentially make some plays. I don't know if Jamal Adams is playing or not, but Julian Love, given the opportunity to go shine, he can go take that. And facing mediocre quarterback play, here's a golden opportunity for Julian Love to really show off and do his thing. If you win this, your odds go up past 50% to make the postseason. Will they make the postseason? Are the Seahawks a playoff team? Y for yes, N for no, C for yes, no for no. You get the idea. Weigh in the comment section. Let us know. Last but not least, Boye Mafe, where you been? Hello, Boye, where are you? I mean, Santa Jones is back. I got cookies. I got presents for you, but you at least got to show up. You going to open the door for me? Let me come in? I mean, you might as well put Boye on a milk carton at this point. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Some of you may be too young for this. But back in the day, when we would go to the cafeteria and get the milk carton, chocolate or white milk. I was a chocolate milk guy myself. You turn the back of the milk carton, and there would be a child that was missing. Sometimes they ran away. Sometimes they got abducted or whatever. But that was the sign. Like, if you were a missing kid, you were on the back of a milk carton. For the Seattle Seahawks, Boye Mafe has been on the back of a milk carton, basically, because he's just disappeared at this point. Right? Where are you, Boye? I mean, you look at it. He's gone 5 straight games without a sack after having a sack in 7 straight games. Boye, we know you're capable. We've seen what you can do. I mean, he was having a phenomenal year up until that point with 7 sacks, a forced fumble, 7 tackles for loss. I just want that Boye Mafe to come back. Well, the real Boye Mafe, please step up to the plate. That's all I ask. That's all I want for Christmas is for Boye Mafe to come back and play to his full potential. So to recap, our keys to victory for a Seahawks win. Don't play from behind. Feed Kenneth Walker. Do not, and I repeat, do not let Derk Henry go off. Win the turnover battle, okay? Got to do what you can to make life easier on yourselves. Go get those extra possessions. Don't hand over the easy stuff to Tennessee. And Boye Mafe, please, wake up. It's Christmas. Please. Those are my keys to victory. The Seahawks do all those things. They'll be in great shape. I like the Seahawks by double digits on the road this week. I feel very good that the Seahawks go 2 in a row. They win it 30-17. How about you? Predict the score for me in the comment section. Who wins? What's the final going to be? Let us know. My Christmas present to you is a free subscription to Seahawks Today. Subscribe now. Join us for our watch party coming up on Sunday, and we'll see you then.